free park credit and more quick queues. Plus, your favorites like free parking, free events, concerts, and exclusive early access to new attractions. More wonder, more wild, more savings year-round at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Get annual passes for as low as $14.25 a month. Plus, get up to $100 in gift cards. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Deco Drive.
Wow. Scandalous.
Weeknights at 7:30. Now at 10.
A developing story, flames tearing through a home in Miami Gardens, leaving one person badly burned. We're live with details. Crisis in the Middle East. Israel invades Gaza by ground, ramping up attacks on Hamas. Utah moves to charge the alleged assassin in the slaying of Charlie Kirk as new evidence emerges. A councilman with controversial comments and now calls to resign. The reaction pouring in. And blast from the past, the stage heating up in Tampa for one cool performance. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex DeArmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's a live view across South Florida on this Tuesday morning. We're off to a nice start in both Miami-Dade and Broward County. Hopefully it could stay this way.
That's right. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with our first forecast. Erica, good morning.
Tavares, Alex, unfortunately, the nicer weather that we've seen the last few days will soon be a thing of the past. We have deep moisture to the south of us. I've highlighted the area where we have drier air to the north, more moisture to the south. And unfortunately, that moisture will begin to lift across the area as that front begins to lift across South Florida. So today will be that transitional day. We'll see a few scattered storms, but not a whole lot of rainfall. 87 already in Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and in the Hollywood area. 86 from Hialeah through Miami down to Homestead and into the Florida Keys, where we started off in the 80s. We're starting to see some of those warmer temperatures, more of those 87s from Key West, Cudjoe, and Isla Mirada. Already 86 in Marathon. We have showers and storms that are beginning to develop around South Florida, a few surrounding the lower Keys, a few just off of the Miami-Dade and Broward coastline. But for now, none affecting land because we don't have that wind coming off the water. High temperatures will be reaching into the upper 80s and low 90s. We'll see scattered storms in the forecast this afternoon. Not everyone's going to see rain, but a lot more of us will beginning tomorrow, and we'll talk about that coming up in just a few minutes.
And developing this morning, America mourning the loss of a Hollywood legend.
7's Lorena Estrada live at the Satellite Center with the details. Lorena.
Well, Tavares, Alex, screen icon Robert Redford has died. His publicist making the announcement this morning, saying the award-winning actor and director passed away at his Utah home. He was known for starring in classic Hollywood films like The Sting, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, All the President's Men, and countless others. He also directed 1980's Best Picture winner Ordinary People. He was a strong supporter of environmental and political causes. He was 89 years old. Live at the Satellite Center, Lorena Estrada, Today in Florida.
Well, developing now, Luigi Mangione, the man charged in connection to the death of the United Healthcare CEO, back in court. The judge dropping terrorism charges. He's accused of gunning down that former CEO last year. His defense team now trying to dismiss his murder indictment since he faces federal charges for the same killing. And they want the judge to suppress any evidence seized at the time of his arrest and statements he made to law enforcement. The 27-year-old is accused of fatally shooting Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan late last year. He's charged with 11 counts, including first-degree murder and second-degree murder as a crime of terrorism, along with other weapon and forgery charges. Mangione faces possible life sentence in prison if convicted in New York State. And the Justice Department has announced it will seek the death penalty against Mangione for a federal murder case as well.
And now to the crisis in the Middle East. Israel ramping up air and ground attacks on Hamas as the U.S. and Israeli leaders stand together, still pushing for a last-minute deal. 7's Ethan Calloway live in the Satellite Center.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there behind his seat. And leave comments below. This is a make-or-break season for him. He's got to make an impact
you have for me as I move into adulthood in order to become a more informed and involved citizen?
Well, first of all, thank you for being here, and I have hope thanks to people like you. How old are you again?
13.
13. Here's a couple things I want to encourage you to do. Learn something new every single day, and focus on what it means to be a good person and a person of strong character. Aristotle said that courage is the ultimate virtue. Without it, there are no other virtues. If people aren't courageous, you don't have honesty. You don't have justice. You don't have beauty. You don't have wonder. And so at age 13, I want you to commit yourself to a life of courage. Courage is doing the right thing when you don't know how it's going to work out. Courage is committing yourself to the correct course of action, regardless of the cost associated to it.
Every human being, I believe, is made in the image of the divine, is sacred, is unique. And if we get away from this principle as we have, we not only have moral degradation, we not only have the collapsing society around us, but it's bad for that being itself. That being itself is unique. That being has rights. And who are we to say, just because we're older, that we get to murder it? Thank you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all you beautiful people out there in attendance today. We have a lot to talk about in that beautiful video of a human being, regardless if you love or hate Charlie Kirk. I'm going to show that first and foremost. Good morning to everyone that's in the chat right now. It is what, Tuesday the 16th. Boy, it's blowing by, heading into that new season. Welcome back, everybody, to the Brandon Mason Show. And we're going to talk about a lot right now. People coming to attendance right now. There's a lot going on. I will read the updates so you guys can see some headlines. And then we're going to dive into a lot of things I want you guys to understand. And yes, in our studio, if you watched yesterday, we talked about a lot of things. We have some amazing things that are happening in the chat right now. Some things were buffering. Some things weren't buffering. We're working on fixing the studio, obviously, with the upload speed, all that, the new internet malfunction. So I'm going to talk slowly, make sure you guys can hear everything okay today. There's a lot of great things that I want to do today, but there's a lot of amazing things that aren't being seen that clearly. And the reason being that is in the new studio, they're working on some programming behind the scenes. And I want to make sure that you guys understand that new programming, new internet malfunctions, things that are happening, they're working on the other end. So I greatly appreciate your patience as we get through today, heading into Thursday, which we have a lot going on, people in attendance right now. If you're in the chat right now, everybody, if you're watching live, put Charlie Kirk in the chat right now as we get ready to check on some of the malfunctions, making sure that we're moving, the stream is okay. A lot of people are going to try to join the live stream right now. I'm just saying. A lot of people are going to try to join the live stream right now, so it might buffer a little bit as they're working on internet in the building, and I apologize for that. A lot of stuff is being worked on, but everybody in the building right now, welcome back to the show, and let me dive into some stuff, okay? We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk. We're going to talk about Tyler Robinson. We're going to talk about whether he's a Democrat, Republican. We're going to talk about him being 22 years old. Is he the right shooter? In the chat right now, is he the right shooter? What do you think? Did they get the right guy? Is there a setup? Is there something that we don't know, people? And that's what I'm getting into a lot today. I got videos I want you to see. I'm hoping it doesn't buffer and go crazy on here and mess up. I'm hoping that slowly but surely in the building right now, they're going to fix that so we can get through today's show. And again, on Thursday is when it should be rocking and rolling in here. On Thursday, we should be lined up. So let me get some of these clips right now as we get to this. We're going to talk about a lot. Okay, let me read this first and foremost. I want to get through right now and some of the attention that's happening. Okay, was he the shooter? Yes or no? That's a question we're going to dive into some clips today. People in the military, people in the news, people are saying no. Some people are saying yes, it was. Some people are saying there was a setup. We're going to dive into that. Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, the relationship. We're going to dive into that. We're also going to dive into, Charlie Kirk sparks firings around the country, okay? People out there getting fired left and right. We're going to dive into that today, too. And again, I know it's buffering here and there. We're working on that, trying to get it resolved for Thursday. And there's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people pouring in here today, as there was yesterday. And the problem was the buffering on the internet. We know that. And I appreciate your patience as we're getting through today. This shit's a pain in the ass. Trust me when I tell you. So was it the right shooter? Was it not? Then we have global protests and riots all over the country right now, people forming because of the assassination. I like to say that they're handling it the right way versus handling it the wrong way. And I know it's lagging in the building right now. It's going to fix itself. Just give it a moment here in our building. We're trying to fix the issue here in the internet. There's some malfunctions going on in the building. Every time we get into this major topic, obviously, we need internet malfunction to be adjusted. Shout out to the 100 people in the building right now, as a lot of people are trying to start coming in here right now, and I apologize for that. Now, remember, he was married, man. 2 kids, didn't go to college, built a platform instead, and we're going to go into he gave people a voice to go up there and debate. We're going to talk about that today. I hope everything gets out loud and clear. I hope that the buffering stops and the internet gets clear. And I appreciate that. Big Time said, loving the beard. I appreciate that. People in the chat, drop your states in the chat right now. Where are you from, as we check some of the live stream analytics and see what's going on with reports, to see if we can get the people in here clearly. There's been some issues with the internet, so hopefully that can be adjusted. People in the chat right now coming in, I greatly appreciate you. As people start coming in right now, we're about to get started, and I want to make sure that the end of that is clear for you. Can you guys hear me okay in the chat? Are you with me okay in the chat right now? Let me scroll in. Let me click on this screen here and slide this over. We're going to check the analytic report at the same time as you guys are watching live to see. That's our subscribers right there in the building. 71,644. We greatly appreciate you, first and foremost. So here we go right now. People in the chat, let's get into this. I got some videos that you got to see, and I'm hoping that this works out clear and doesn't mess up. I know that the buffering and all this stuff is happening. Is it clear right now when you're watching the show? Are you watching it clear? Is it coming through? Is the internet working on your end well, or is it still buffering? Let me know right now, because I'm getting ready to show some clips I want you guys to see that maybe you haven't seen yet. And people are like, was it the shooter? Let's take a look at this right now. I think this is important to listen to.
I think I found the shooter. This guy right here with the white hat, he starts it by creating a couple signals. He touches the bill of his hat, and then he touches his ear. The guy that shot Charlie is over on this side, so he's seeing that guy, and he's also seeing this guy. This guy has to get out of the way from the guy in the white, and he steps forward to get in front of this guy so that the guy that's over here that shoots him can see him, and he rubs his right arm. And then you can see this guy in the background. Watch this.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been?
There goes the signals.
Over the last 10 years. Counting or not counting gang violence?
All right, this is where I really want you to pay attention. Do you see how this guy right here? He moved in front of that guy. He's actually leaning forward right here, and he's touching his arm so that this guy right here in the white shirt, you can see he's holding the gun right there. Watch this. This is terrifying, guys. If I go frame by frame, watch this. So if I back up a little bit, the moment the guy in black moves his arm out, watch what happens. When the arm comes out right here, watch what happens to this guy. See how he's got his arm up? Now that guy raises his arms, and you can see the gun right here. It's gonna recoil. And then as soon as he gets done recoiling, Charlie moves. Here it comes. You're gonna see that guy in the white shirt. He's gonna lift his right elbow. Ready? Right here. He lifts his elbow. He's holding a gun. And watch what happens. He shoots it. His hand goes right back into place, and then Charlie gets hit. Watch this. Raise his elbow. Boom. Look at that. Watch the gun shoot right now, and watch Charlie get hit right now. Oh my God. Look at it. It's clear as day. The guy in the black shirt shows that guy in the white shirt in the background his arm. The guy puts his gun up.
People watching live right now, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not a massive conspiracy theorist, but I want to know how you feel right now watching this live stream, watching these clips. There's a lot of shit going on. Over 400 people in the building right now. Yes, I know the buffering, the internet malfunction, it's going to be fixing up on Thursday. Bear with me. I got a lot to show you right now. I want you to listen in. I'm going to give you my thoughts on all this. If you're watching live, subscribe right now and you'll see that tick up and you'll hear this sound.
Subscriber.
And I greatly appreciate all the 500 people in the damn building right now coming in during a bad internet connection and a whole bunch of shit going on. I'm going to break it down for you right now. I got a lot to dive into. I got notes. I got stuff in here, the shooter motives, clips. We're going to show you these clips, and then I'm going to dive into what I think is going on. Take a look at this next.
This was taking place.
So I've been to Israel many times. The whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still had the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun that is an IDF soldier. Right? The whole country is surveilled. But I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand-down order? Was there a stand-down order? 6 hours? I don't believe it. Israel's the size of New Jersey. When I took a helicopter ride from Jerusalem to the Gaza border, it's 45 minutes. 6 hours. They're live streaming the killing of Jews.
Let me tell you something. Charlie Kirk and the assassination, people are like, it could not have been. This is what people are saying right now. I'm going to bring it right to that appearance right now. We're going to talk about the political views, the dating experience, and all that for the shooter. But before I go into that, I'm going to ask you guys some questions right now. Charlie Kirk. Why Charlie Kirk? Why did they attack him, right? These are the questions. Why was it that they had to go after Charlie Kirk? These are what we're talking about right now, people in the chat. And I know right now, in the chat right now, if you're watching live, there's been an internet malfunction in here, and it's being fixed in the building. So if you're watching live in the chat, make sure you subscribe right now. Smack that freaking like button right now, and you'll see this tick up and become part of our crew. What I'm saying is this. There was reasons why Charlie Kirk had to be someone to take the fall for something, right? And when you take a look at, hey, the 22-year-old shooter, to be on a roof that far away, I'm not saying it's not possible. Okay, I'm not saying it's not possible. I got Marines telling me he didn't take that shot. Is it because those Marines are like, hey, there's no way I did all this training and he did that and they're correct? Is it a conspiracy? Or are they like, hey, at 22 years old, stabilizing that weapon and shooting it from that far away, almost 200 yards or whatever, under a tent to take out Charlie Kirk? Some people are saying it's bullshit. In the building right now, do you think this is the right shooter? And I'm not telling you one way or another. I'm going to that first and foremost. Do you think this is the right shooter? And was it because, did they go after Charlie? Was there another reason? Was because he was actually explaining some things? Let me show you some of this first. And I give you the good, the bad, the ugly people watching live. Over 800 people in the building.
Subscriber.
Let me show you this clip.
I gotta be careful the way I say this. The Israeli government has a mandate they're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. I mean, that's, and I don't use that term lightly, okay? They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people. But there are some serious questions here, Patrick. And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right.
Now, Charlie Kirk standing up for what he believes in and speaking on these things. Was this why Charlie Kirk was attacked? Is it because, because this guy is dating a trans and for some reason this guy changes his views because he was raised a Republican, right? Which everyone said, he's Republican. Then they said, no, he's Democrat. And then they said, you know what? We don't know what he is until this guy comes out and says anything. He's not cooperating. He's not cooperating with the feds. He's not cooperating with the FBI. He's not cooperating with police. He's not cooperating with the courts. But the person he's dating, the transvestite, he's cooperating. That trans is communicating and friends are communicating. So I got clips I want to show you. I got a bunch of new clips I want to show you. But I want to explain certain things so you guys can see what's going on. Was he speaking up too much? Was it something with Israel? I want you guys to take a look at this.
Bibi Netanyahu, if he does something I don't like, and if I criticize it, am I like a bad Christian?
Absolutely not.
What I find strange is that we're able to criticize the American government sometimes in the Christian world with more freedom than the Israeli government. To be pro-Israel means you believe in the nation of Israel, not necessarily the government of Israel. When Joe Biden was president, you and I we loved America, but we detested our government. And those two things beautifully coexisted.
Yeah, you never once said, "Hey, I'm out on
America."
On
of
America,
course it was the
right?
opposite.
Exactly.
And what they don't want is they don't want to be called bad Christians if they challenge a foreign government, which is what happens so often.
Right.
Like, you're a bad Christian if you have a question about a foreign government.
Right.
That creates backlash that I don't think people understand.
Do you guys see what I'm going at right now? So Charlie Kirk staying in America, having his policies and all that, speaking on different things and debating college students and going to campuses and then dealing with people on TV and whatever and working with turning points and all that's wonderful. The minute he started pressing the issue and talking about the Epstein list, right? Talking about things like that, things get a little shaky. And I'm asking you this question because I want you guys to understand something. And then Candace Owens got out there and she left a Twitter message on X. And it says, Charlie Kirk was fighting with some very powerful billionaires that he took money from over things he was discussing. The pressure on him was immense over the last 2 weeks. The truth will be revealed. The messages will be leaked. And the movement, it says, and the movement he built will rise up. Now, if you're watching live in the building, shout out to the 1,000 people in the chat right now. If you're watching live, subscribe to this Jam channel right now. We know the internet's been crazy. We know the internet's been buffering. We know we're fixing it in the building. And I apologize. It gets fixed on Thursday. They're going to be in the building rerouting a whole bunch of shit. So I apologize right now if you're seeing some of that on your end. I apologize for that. We know there's been a shit ton of people trying to come into the damn live stream. We know there's been thousands. Yesterday, it was like 7,500 people that wanted the live stream, and then it started going crazy. I understand that, and I appreciate you. If you're watching live in the chat right now, and that's happening right now in your live stream, smack that like button, subscribe, because we're going to be live every damn day. This is going to adjust. It's going to fix. In the chat right now, where are you based? Drop your states in the chat right now. Where are you based? Drop that out there right now. I'm going to talk about some things I want to get into that I think a lot of people are asking some serious questions. And I want to see how you guys feel about this as I pull this stuff up. People are like, is this the real shooter? Okay, I'm going to break that down next. Is this the actual real shooter? Yes or no? That's a question I got for you guys in the chat right now. If in fact you got a 22-year-old with the ability, okay, listen, this is one hell of an ability. This isn't just someone out there, playing with a handgun. This isn't someone out there just, having a good time, learning how to shoot something, shooting some bottles and shooting some cans off a ledge and all this. To make this shot at an event where there's a massive crowd on a college campus with a lot of people around and a lot of things going on, you got to be pretty damn talented. You know what I'm saying right now, people in the chat? You got to be pretty damn talented to do something like this, right? And if you're in the chat right now, refresh your screens right now, people. If you're in the building right now, refresh your screens and make sure, get the best connection we got. I know the internet's been going out of control, and I appreciate all the subscribers coming in the building right now. So many people are joining the show right now, and I see all the subscribers coming in.
New subscriber.
What I'm saying is this. To see someone 22 years old pull that off at an event with all those people and shoot under that tent, it's like, I don't know. I scratched my chin on it because it is possible. And I'm not saying, look, age is just a number, right? I got military people saying, no way. I got other people saying, no, he could have did that. Charlie Kirk wasn't really moving. But this is why I have this video I'm showing you, to get an idea of how you feel about that. I'll show that clip one more time that shows what actually could have happened. I'm going to show that clip one more time because it was buffering on my end. Shout out to 1,100 people in the building. Take a look at this clip.
Elbow up, pop, bang. Look at that. I think I found the shooter. This guy right here with the white hat, he starts it by creating a couple signals. He touches the bill of his hat and then he touches his ear. The guy that shot Charlie is over on this side, so he's seeing that guy and he's also seeing this guy. This guy has to get out of the way from the guy in the white, and he steps forward to get in front of this guy so that the guy that's over here that shoots him can see him, and he rubs his right arm, and then you can see this guy in the background. Watch this.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been
There goes the signals.
over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence?
All right, this is where I really want you to pay attention. Do you see how this guy right here, he moved in front of that guy. He's actually leaning forward right here, and he's touching his arm so that this guy right here in the white shirt, you can see he's holding the gun right there. Watch this. This is terrifying, guys. If I go frame by frame, watch this. So if I back up a little bit, the moment the guy in black moves his arm out, watch what happens. When the arm comes out right here, watch what happens to this guy. See how he's got his arm up? Now that guy raises his arms, and you can see the gun right here. It's gonna recoil. And then as soon as he gets done recoiling, Charlie moves. Here it comes. You're going to see that guy in the white shirt. He's going to lift his right elbow. Ready? Right here. He lifts his elbow. He's holding a gun. And watch what happens. He shoots it. His hand goes right back into place. And then Charlie gets hit. Watch this. Raise his elbow. Boom. Look at that. Watch the gun shoot right now, and watch Charlie get hit right now. Oh my God. Look at it. It's clear as day. The guy in the black shirt shows that guy in the white shirt in the background, his arm. The guy puts his gun up, puts his elbow up, pop, bang. Look at that.
And I'm not a massive conspiracy theorist. I'm not out here pretending that I know everything. But I'm saying, I got questions, right? I got questions. At 22 years old, 200 yards away at a busy event in Utah, maybe he grew up shooting guns. Maybe he was great at what he did. And I know it's buffering. If it's buffering on your screen, I apologize right now. Make sure you freaking hit that like button and subscribe right now if you're watching live, because they might not show this video to everyone after that. If you're watching live in attendance right now, make sure you freaking subscribe and you smack that damn like button right now. Damn it. We're trying to get to 72,000 subscribers right now on this show. Over 3,500 people in the damn building. If you're sitting back and you're stressed out, sit back and do what? Smoke weed every day. Just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you joining our damn show today. I'm getting ready to dive into a lot of things. So if you're watching live right now, I got clips that no one's going to show you, and I'm going to show it on here because I think it's just what we got to do. And right now, I see you guys subscribing. I see it going up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Join the movement. Join the show. We're going to have a lot of guests on here. Let's take a look at this real quick, people watching live in the building. Let me show you this clip right now. People said Charlie was a racist, right? Let's take a look at this.
Give me one thing that white people and black people have different biologically.
Don't change the question of this, like DNA-wise, we are different.
No, we're not. That's a lie. It has been disproven. Front page of National Geographic 6 months ago. Racism created by society. If you look at DNA independently in a science laboratory, they cannot distinguish between a black person or a white person if they look at just the DNA, because the only difference is the melanin. It has been disproven. Race is a social construct that I want to break out of.
Do you guys see that for a second? I love people that just call it like it is. Listen, I see the subscribers going up. Run it up, baby. Let's get to 72,000 subscribers right now. And I know we're buffering. I know it's happening. Refresh your screens. Let the internet fix itself. Stay right here. Trust me when I tell you, I understand it's frustrating. This week is getting fixed. You guys are the reason why we're growing. The internet's not going to stop us from growing. The internet's not going to stop us from freaking expanding our show. You guys are why we do this. I'm going to fight through all this bullshit in this new studio, by the way. It's absolutely amazing. The new studio is absolutely amazing. You can take a look at it right here. When you see the horizontal screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. We got a lot to go over right now in the building, and I'm going to break it down for you once you guys understand some stuff. Okay? Let's take a look at some of these clips. Watch this.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I saw hit. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me! Get off me!
Emotions are running high right now.
I'm going to show that clip again. Why did the college buddies get him off camera? Right? Maybe to help him. Maybe they knew some things, maybe not. If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button, subscribe. A lot of people about to start coming in here. Don't miss it. I got a lot of clips to show you that no one's going to show you. Hit that like button, subscribe right now, baby. I see you ticking up. Bang, bang, bang. Let's get to 72,000, baby. Let's go. Let me show it right now.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me! Get off me!
Emotions are running high right now.
Watching live in the chat right now. Why this show is so important to subscribe to and add is because I give you the truth, man. I bring it to you. I show you the clips no one's going to show you on the damn internet right now. People are like, I'm not showing that on my platform. I'm showing you the truth, man. This is real live footage of people doing shit. And I want to show you the reality. And when I want to read this to you again, is Candace Owens in a second. But before I do that, I want to show you something. Let's take a look at this.
The United States government is going to have a special team of digital Noahide enforcers who are going to comb through your social media profiles. They're going to make sure that you're not questioning Israel, that you're not critical of Jews, or the Shabbos goys who have allowed those Jews to completely consume our government. They're putting up a big metaphorical sign saying only Zionists are welcome in the United States of America, which you may as well at this point just call the United States of Israel. Because again, if you don't do Israel's bidding, this fake, occupied, pedophilic, compromised federal government is making it abundantly clear to you. There's no place for you here. That's not being hyperbolic. Remember, Trump's Homeland Security Secretary is Kristi Noem, the skank from South Dakota who cheated on her husband before signing a piece of legislation, treasonous, unconstitutional legislation called HB 1076, which made it illegal to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, illegal to support the right of Palestinian people to simply exist on planet Earth, and of course, made it illegal to question Israel in and of itself. These people are...
Is this true, people? Are we seeing things that we've never seen before, or has this been around for a long time? People in the chat right now, are you with me right now? I know the buffering shit was crazy in here, and a lot of people now are coming back in. A lot of people are subscribing right now. The race to 72,000 subscribers, only 212 subscribers away. If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button and subscribe and join the show. Join the movement. And I know on my end, the internet was acting crazy. I understand that, but I had to fight through it. People that are coming in right now are going, hey, what's going on internet? The new studio expansion has been out of control. All the efforts it took to get into this damn place. And the internet is not working properly. Let me tell you how frustrated I am. But you people working with me right now are staying here with me. We only got a few days left. And it's going to be fixed. Shout out to the 2,000 people in the building. Make some noise! People are coming to the chat right now that didn't see some of this stuff from the other day. I'm going to show those clips right now. I think it's important to do so. Let's take a look at this.
So is the right still the party of fascists? Can you guys answer me that, please? Because you guys love to say that anybody on the right, anybody that voted for Donald Trump is a fascist. Yet here we have Charlie Kirk, who was shot today in Utah. And according to sources, excuse me, is stabilizing, but in critical condition still. When I tell you that video altered my brain chemistry, like it made me physically nauseous because I personally could never imagine doing something like, and I never want to be in a position where that's even a thought that crosses my mind. The left, extreme left, liberal movement, activists within this country are domestic tease to the United States of America. And what happened today, excuse me again, what happened today in that video will change the course of history in this country. You cannot physically, and I didn't go searching for this video. When I went on X, it was the first thing that popped up. I wish it wouldn't be on there because it's, first of all, it's very graphic and it is, disrespect. I believe it to be disrespectful, but it was every single thing on my timeline as soon as I opened up X. That being said, that video will change the course of history in this country. When these, and then immediately, within a couple minutes, we have the left celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk. Okay, no matter what you believe, no matter what your opinions are, your political alignment, to do something like that, you know, for the man that did it. It looks like Tim Walz that did it, and then for you all to celebrate the act after watching that and see.
We're getting to that right now. Okay, first they had a shooter, then they found another shooter, and they said this is the guy. Now, what I want to do, people watching live in the building right now, hit that like button, subscribe right now, baby. We're right, race to 72,000 is on the way. We are 196 away, 195 away. Hit that like button, subscribe, baby. We greatly appreciate you. Let me get to this right now, people watching live. Charlie Kirk, obviously after being assassinated, people start looking into some things, right? And I'm going to show you some stuff right now that I'm going to pull up on my screen. I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Why college students, right? People watching live right now. Why college students? Well, I can tell you why. And I'm going to defend this part of Charlie Kirk because I know this is true. And then we're going to go down some roads where we're going to see how people think in the chat right now. Was it smart for him to debate college students? And then, by the way, this wasn't just college students. It was anybody that was showing up at the college campus. You could have been, however, we saw people pop up there that weren't college people. But what I'm saying is this. Why college students? Well, that's because college students can vote, right? College students can vote. In the chat right now, are you with me? He found the turning points. He said, we got to get out to those campuses because those people out there that are voting, they're making decisions for the country. Let's get out there and make sure that they are influenced by people that we believe are correct. That's what I think he was thinking. If you're in the chat right now, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? In the chat right now, put an R for Republican, put a D right now for Democrat. Let me see in the chat right now. I'm looking at the damn computer right now. Are you Republican or are you a Democrat? Drop it in the chat right now. I want to see. It's important to see right now. And I got a lot of people that want to come into the chat right now. Trust me, I got live audience. I got live callers. I got tons of people that want to join our show. And the problem is with the internet malfunction, they're fixing that this week. I didn't want to have all those guests pour in. By the way, we got Jim Kelly coming on the show. We got, obviously, we got transgenders coming on the show. We got political advocates coming on the show. I want you guys to understand that. But these college students, some of them mature, some of them immature. Some of them doing some things that are questionable. Some of them just saying, hey, I'm doing what I believe in, right? So I think Charlie Kirk speaking to these college students was very important because he got a chance to give his influence on what he believed these people actually needed the influence, right? And I got those clips I'm about to pull up right now on the screen from the other day as well. But I want to show you guys something real quick if you haven't seen this just yet.
The suspect has not been cooperating so far. There are a couple things that we can confirm that have been reported. We can confirm that again, according to family and people that we're interviewing, he does come from a conservative family, but his ideology was very different than his family, and so that's part of it. We do know that the roommate that we had originally talked about, we can confirm that roommate is a boyfriend who is transitioning from male to female. So we know that piece. I will say that person has been very cooperative with authorities, and we have additional evidence, forensic evidence that has been processed. We'll be sharing that when charges are filed on Tuesday. So everything that we know confirms that this is the person. The why behind this, again, we're all drawing lots of conclusions and how someone like this could be radicalized. And I think that those are important questions for us to ask and important questions for us to answer. What we have learned specifically is that this person did not have any knowledge, was shocked when they found out about it. When he found out about it, the suspect has not been cooperating so far, and so we're getting all of this information from family members, again people around the suspect.
So what is a woman?
Dude, I don't know. That one's hard. I know that's your line, and I think that's hard to say, man. I don't know.
But
what do you think is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. It's not difficult, right?
I
it's always
disagree.
Been that way.
I don't think so.
But if you disagree, why? But then what is your alternative?
Oh, I don't know.
So you disagree with you disagree without an alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say.
But you disagree, but you must have some opinion. What is your opinion of what a woman is?
I really don't know. I think it's a gender. I think it's a gender more than a sex. I think sex is female, and then woman is like gender. Yeah. That's what I would say.
A civilization that can't define very basic biological terms and stay close to them is a civilization.
So let me tell you something. You see why this is something where people are trying to understand, right? I'm in no way, shape, or form, in any way, shape, or form, let me be clear, ever hating on transgenders or gays or straights or if you like dogs. I don't care what it is you like. What I like is people that don't push it on me or push it on my family. And I don't walk around being like, hey, you need to be a straight guy. I don't do that either. And I appreciate people. I got people in my own family, okay? And you know, it is what it is. It's 2025, right? But the problem is, I think when you look at the reality, right, when you talk about college students, they make up the next segment of our life, of the future of what our kids are going to be seeing and doing, right? So that is why I think Charlie Kirk got up there and he said, let's have these conversations, right?
I think a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So that's not a definition. That's like saying a table is something that identifies as a table. Give me an objective definition of what a woman is.
If I decided right now that I wanted to identify as a woman, I would be a woman.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question.
I know, but right now I'm a man, right? So if that happened right now, I would be a woman.
So
once a person makes the decision to identify as a woman,
got it. No,
they're a woman.
That's a separate issue. What is a woman?
That's the definition.
No, I know, but you have to tell me what.
A person who identifies themselves as a woman.
But you have how do you know that they are that thing?
How do I don't need to know what they. I can ask them if I want to know.
But there needs to be. You need to tell me what that thing is, though.
Somebody who. Okay, sorry, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere.
Well, no, it's important because it's like saying a giraffe is a thing that looks like a giraffe or a coyote is a thing that looks like a coyote. It's called circular reasoning. You have to give me a actual definition.
I don't have to. I did give you a definition.
No. You said that a woman is something that thinks they're a woman. That doesn't give me a definition.
Some people would say, hey, but you're talking to these college students. Well, yeah. I mean, the whole point, I know we're buffering on I know the freaking internet in this damn building sucks and we're going to get it fixed. And I apologize for that. It pisses me off every damn day. And it's going to be fixed on Thursday, I'm told. And so I apologize for that. If you're watching live in the building right now, it's going to get fixed. And I'm not bashing anybody. I want you guys to understand something. There is in fact, reasoning to what a woman is. And that's, based off your chromosomes, right? You're either XX or XY, or, you know what I'm saying? You are built with, you didn't select what you wanted to be, in all fairness. Right? I understand that. But the reality is you have to be something, right? And so everyone now, after all this is going, maybe it was because who he was dating, right? That the shooter started having some different understandings. Because obviously the shooter was raised Republican, but in the chat right now, was the shooter an actual Republican or Democrat? And so you could be a Republican. You could be a Republican and you could date a transgender. I'm not saying that. You could be a Democrat and you could date a transgender. I'm not saying it does it based on who you are. But I would imagine the feelings and emotions, if this is the shooter, which we gotta think that it is because they arrested him and they have all the stuff, which now I'm going to show you some more clips and make question some of that. And again, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just see how you guys feel in the chat right now. But the reasoning I'm talking about this is, do you think in the chat right now that the shooter, Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, in fact, changed the way he thought and started leaning a certain direction based off of that relationship? Because if he started dating this person who was maybe hated on, maybe treated poorly, maybe didn't like how Charlie Kirk talked about it, right? So the point is, it is just the reality of the mindset. Would it take him that far, right? And then after the shooting, let's get to that. Job firings. Do you think in the chat right now, if you wake up and you are actually hating on Charlie Kirk or mocking Charlie Kirk, or in fact, saying whatever you want to say about Charlie Kirk, do you think those people should be fired? Yes or no? I want to know how you feel right now. Do you think that people right now mocking Charlie Kirk's death, do you think they should be fired? I'm asking this question because this is happening now every day. And I got clips I want to show you on my screen right here I'm about to get to of literally shit that you got to see in a second. But I want to show you some of these clips first because some of this stuff was going on, which was very sad. But let's take a look at this first before we get to that, because I want to get that clip on here. I can't do that without uploading it. So give me 1 second while you watch this clip.
I just happen to be pregnant.
Oh, well, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's like not like getting COVID.
I know how
okay?
it works. I know how it works.
You don't get the flu.
I know.
How about this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating people smaller than you.
So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate life?
How about this? Instead of saying ruin, first of all, babies are a blessing. Stop talking at them as if they're some sort of annoyance.
I will have to drop out of college.
Number two, if you play certain games, you win certain prizes. If you're going to go have sex...
So you're saying I should drop out of college to support my child and supporting my life?
I'm saying if you're going to engage in coitus, in the practice of having children, you might end up with a baby. So know that. And guess what? You don't need to have sex before you get married. It's not like showering. It's not like eating.
Are you married?
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Wow, good for you.
I could tell you're not married.
Yeah.
In the chat right now, do you think people mocking him, mocking the death of Charlie Kirk, do you think they should be terminated? Do you think they should be fired? I'm asking this question. I'm looking at the chat right now, trying to see how you guys feel. Over 1,200 people in the building. Make some noise! And yes, we know, we obviously know right now, okay, that with the internet malfunction going on, there would be 5,000 people, 10,000 people in the live stream. But because of the internet malfunction, it is pushing people out and people are trying to come back in. So if you're watching live in the chat right now, I will show you this little clip right here. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the screen. You can see all the people subscribing right now. If you're watching live, hit that like button, subscribe right now. We got 71,851. The goal today is 72,000. So if you're watching live in the building right now, add this damn platform right now and jump in it. I'm trying to get this clip I'm trying to get this other clip sent to me so I can show you guys in the live stream. But jump on there right now. Hit that like button and subscribe. I see people coming into the building, new faces in the building. If you're here for the first time and you're in the live stream right now, put first time in the chat. If you're here for the first time, put first time. If you just subscribed today in the chat right now, put I just subscribed today. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to get ready to get through some of these clips right now if you're watching live right now that I didn't get a chance to show you because I've been battling the internet malfunction, which is why I haven't been going over a couple things I want to get to right now. That was why. But people that are joining us right now, I'm going to show you these 2 clips real quick. I know you didn't see, and then we're going to get to that. Take a look. Let me know how you feel about this.
This was taking place.
So I've been to Israel many times. The whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still had the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun that is an IDF soldier. Right? The whole country is surveilled. But I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand-down order? Was there a stand-down order? 6 hours? I don't believe it. Israel's the size of New Jersey. When I took a helicopter ride from Jerusalem to the Gaza border, it's 45 minutes. 6 hours. They're live streaming the killing of Jews.
Is this why Charlie Kirk had to go? In the chat right now. Is this why Charlie Kirk had to go? Look, I'm questioning this, and I showed this last piece right here before because I got something I want to show you, and you guys know the internet has been a pain in my ass. I'm going to tell you right now. I see people trying to join into the show. There's a lot of freaking people trying to join the show, and I couldn't because of bullshit. But let me show you this right now. People getting fired. Let's take a look.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft. After 6 years, building the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work and takes my job.
Listen, I'm saying you can't expect to go out there and just badmouth people that have been killed. Now, if you want to badmouth something you don't like, I don't like this person. If you don't like Trump, you don't like Kamala Harris, you don't like Charlie Kirk, you don't like, whoever it is, that's one thing. But when someone dies and then you laugh about it and you go into this ha 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 moment and you talk shit about it, there is what's called a morality clause in TV personalities, right? And people get it all the time, morality clause. And they have in other contracts as well. If you work for Microsoft, a massive company like that, if you're watching live in the building right now, smack that damn like button, subscribe. By the way, if we get to 500 likes in the next 30 seconds, we'll give a lucky person $500 in the chat right now. Double tap your screens right now. You can make some money. I'm just saying. When you get fired for this, you wake up and you go, holy shit, I was bad-mouthing. I got it right here. You got a guy in Charlie Kirk with 2 kids and a wife, right? Only 31 years old. 31 years old, you're mocking a guy who got killed, he wasn't a bad person, he wasn't like a woman beater, you know, or some kind of offender, or somebody going out there. He was giving people a voice to speak. So you're talking about someone who gave you a voice that you might not even have a voice. If he says, hey, come over here, come on my show, you get to go over there and you get to talk, and he puts the mic down. I put a clip on that. He puts the mic down and goes, here, you talk. And you're up there talking. He gave you a chance to talk and talk to the world. It was recorded. It was clipped and uploaded. You got a chance to become famous if you wanted to, right? So I think he gave you a chance to talk, and he debated with people, and he did a pretty damn good job. But here what I got here is the hardest part of Charlie Kirk being killed was he gave people a voice. If he gave you a voice, other people are trying to take your voice away, right? People would argue, hey, freedom of speech, can't do that, or you can't go here. Listen, he gave you a voice, say what you got to say. You just seen your employer's not giving you that. Charlie Kirk gave you that. You can go out there and talk on national TV, on a big stage, on a college campus, all these people. And guess what? Guys, by the way, we're 10 away from 71,900. We need 10 subscribers right now to run it up to 71,900. I can see your names on the screen. There we go. Run them in, baby.
New subscriber.
Why I showed this clip. When I come back, we better have 71,900, baby. Watch this clip real quick.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft. After 6 years, building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work and takes my job.
Let me tell you something, I appreciate you first and foremost. I got something I want to show you right now, something important. But I appreciate you because I know the shit's buffering. And when I look at my screen and there's 6,000 people in here, and all of a sudden the internet's going blank, 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 and it kicks people out and you can't see the shit and it goes down to like 400 back up, I apologize because we're going to fix that shit. You can see, again, if you're just joining the show right now, hit that like button, subscribe. You can see we got the new studio being built out. Take a look at it. A lot of shit's going on. We got live guests, live callers. We got NFL players. We got bare knuckle fighters. We got politicians. We got everyone coming on the show. And it sucks because all the bullshit's happening, right? I saw in the chat, someone told him to update his resume. Look, people right now coming into the building. Yeah, he better update his resume. He better get it going. Now, I want to talk about something for a second. If you're watching live in the chat right now, I want to show you something. Candace Owens, now we didn't get a chance to dive into this, but Charlie Kirk was fighting with some very powerful billionaires that he took money from over things he was discussing. The pressure on him was immense over the last 2 weeks. The truth revealed, the messages will be leaked, and the movement he built will rise. Now, to me, that says Candace Owens would be more of a Republican, right? Now, we know she was a Republican, big-time Trump supporter, and it was like, whoa, she's leaning one way, leaning the other way. Sometimes you can't figure out what people are doing, right? She was great friends with Charlie Kirk and really admired him. And so they had a lot of probably core values or beliefs that they believed in together. By the way, we are only 86 subscribers away from 72,000. We're right there, people. We're honing in on, I know the internet sucks in here today, but I appreciate you. We're sports, entertainment, every damn day in the building. We cover it all with live guests, and I know the internet's been shitty. Because of you, we have a sports television show, sports and entertainment cast here because of you. So I appreciate you. Let me just say that. Now, what I want to get into is this. I got a bunch of lower thirds I want to pull up on the screen. It got me off track. When shit doesn't work out the way you want it to work out, you get off track and you screw shit up. So I want to go back and I want to click on something right here to make sure you guys can see and understand here. Here we go. Now, when I talk about the transgender that we have coming on the show, is going to give us some real inclination of dating, relationships. We're going to bring that on there. And I want you guys to be able to call in too. I want to talk about something. What are the shooter's motives? Like what are the shooter's motives in this situation if the shooter actually did it, right? What would be the reasoning to do it though? Why else other than I didn't like how he spoke? Or I didn't like, what he believed in? Or I didn't like how he embarrassed someone at an event. There's only reasons why you can actually be against him that much. Like you just didn't like what he said. It's not like Charlie Kirk was killing people or out there hurting people or injuring people. So I'm just saying, was this the shooter? Yes or no? And I know we're delayed here, and I see it coming into the building right now. And Gabrielle said, don't forget about the families in Gaza dying by the seconds. Yeah, this has happened. Look, listen, shit's happening everywhere. And I'm going to show some clips right now. I want to show you, if you just joined our show right now, you didn't see. I'm going to show you this clip here. And again, the reason why I'm restructuring this and showing clips a few times is because the internet has been shitty. I'm going to show you guys this right now. This was a guy in college talking about what he saw. They tried to rush him off the screen. Let's take a look.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me! Get off me!
Emotions are running high right now.
If you're in the chat right now, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat? Right now in the building right now, there's a live stream. I can see all the messages. I can see your clips. And when you subscribe, by the way, I see your name pop up on the screen. We're going to put all these new subscribers into a list and do a live giveaway. If you're on the screen right now, smack that freaking like button and join this show. I'm telling you. And I know today, I was a little all over the place yesterday and today because of the internet malfunction. In a new studio, as you can see here on the set, there's been a lot of craziness going on from cameras and all this shit that won't even be there. We got sponsors that will be down below. Speaking of sponsors, blackcrest.com. Go out there and blackcrest.com. Go get your freaking clothes. Brandon 15, Brandon 25. We got different codes you can use. Try Brandon 20, Brandon 25. You might get more. I was told today on blackcrest.com you get a bunch of gear. I got all my shit out there. I'm getting some amazing deals. And I get no money, by the way, from that link. It's just helping you guys get some good deals. Blackcrest.com. Go out and do that. I would 100% advise you to do so because I'm getting all my shit there. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, let me get back to this right now. These are some clips that I want to show you that are concerning. Now, again, I'm in no way, shape, or form pointing at Israel, saying Israel's the problem. I'm not pointing at any culture or any country saying they're the problem. But I will say there is a weird connection between Charlie Kirk, what he was saying, and Israel. There's something going on, right? And we don't know the answer to that. We don't know Charlie's behind the scenes, things that he's done. Candace Owens says that he was in a world of stress, taking money from billionaires. What was he doing with the money? Getting money for what? Running a show. What was he doing? Flying around private jets? Like, what was the money for? If, in fact, Charlie Kirk got money from billionaires, as Candace Owens is saying, if, in fact, Charlie Kirk took money from billionaires and that was the threat, that was the issue, Candace Owens is saying this, then what was he spending it on? What was it for? Because I don't see Charlie Kirk flying around private jets. I see him in a cheap-ass tent talking to college students on different campuses and then getting shot by a 22-year-old, quote-unquote, that was 200 yards away. And I think it was damn near impossible. But I'm not saying, look, it is damn near impossible. People say, no, I didn't say he didn't do it. I'm not saying that he can't do it or wasn't capable of doing it. What I'm saying, it was damn near impossible. How many people in the chat right now can pull that shit off is what I'm saying, right? Like, I know I can't do that. I mean, you come in my house, if you come robbing my house, I got something for you. Like, you know what I mean? If you come in my house, I got something for you. If you're running down the street, you know what I'm saying? I'm chasing you. I might have the ability. But if you're out there, if I'm on a rooftop, okay, in daylight, maybe it's hot. They don't get hit with sunlight, maybe 2. I don't even know. And you got to stabilize that weapon. That kid was up there with a screwdriver, a gun, and some kind of shit. And during a live stream with all these people out there in Utah, he pulls this shot off. I'm just saying, do you believe that he did that? Yes or no? Now, you know Charlie Kirk was a big-time Trump supporter, right? We all know that. Do you think in the chat right now, are you a Trump supporter, yes or no? We'll start with that. Are you a Trump supporter? Are you not a Trump supporter? In the chat, drop it right now as we get ready to hone in on our day today. And let me tell you something, guys. Our goal today was 72,000. We got pretty damn close. We are 59 subscribers away. And yes, it was buffering today. And instead of having 10,000 people in our live stream, we had 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 4,000. Yes, I get it, because the shit was buffering and the internet was bad and it was delayed. All of you that stayed in here today, I'm going to give 5 new memberships right now to people to the show, because you know what? Hanging out with me during all the bullshit, when all this is going on, means a lot to me. If you're in the chat right now and you want to be part of our show, I'm gonna right now select a randomized giveaway that will go out to 5 new subscribers to the show. You must be a subscriber, but 5 new members of the show, well, you'll be highlighted in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building right now and you want to be part of the show, pick me in the chat right now. I'm getting ready right now to give out some memberships to lucky people in the building right now. So if you're watching live, let me drop it in right now. Pick me in the chat right now. If you want to be selected, pick me in the chat right now, and one of you will be selected right now to become part of our show, which I'd love to have you part of. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. every damn day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11. And because of the internet, it's been a shitty experience for me, because I got a lot of shit to tell you. And let me tell you something. We have computers and technology and all this shit going on. I can scroll back and show you. All these connections and all this shit going on is buffering on my end. And I'm seeing myself like this. Look, I'm seeing myself talking. It's like, and it's a pain in my goddamn ass. Let me tell you right now, I want to take all this shit and throw it out the window. But you guys are the reason why I keep doing this. And it's going to get fixed this week. We got fiber, AT&T fiber coming to the building to give us better internet connection. So right now in the chat, you are getting ready to be selected for a giveaway. Membership gifting is heading out right now your way. 5 new memberships are now in the Mason Mob. Bang, baby. There it goes. There it goes. We see it all going out into the building right now. Bang. Curtis, welcome to the show. Kayla, welcome to the show. Keith, welcome to the show. Victoria, welcome to the show. Who else in here in the building right now? Everybody, welcome these people right now into the Mason Mob. When you're in the Mason Mob, you get highlighted, okay? And when that happens, you'll have a little highlight. You'll have a cash money symbol next to your name, and it gives you a month on the show as a member. And you can do all these cool things other people can't do. So I appreciate you. It's 11 o'clock. We are 50 subscribers away from 72,000. If you are a subscriber of the show, in the chat right now, put an S right now. If you're a subscriber of the show, put an S in the chat right now, please. I really appreciate you. I show a lot of things on here, and because of the internet malfunction, it was very difficult for me to stay focused on what I really wanted to dive into. I'm sure you probably understand that. So I apologize today if I wasn't on my A game. I showed you a bunch of clips that I wanted you guys in the chat to associate with. We do have a transgender that will be calling into the show this week. I just had to get the internet fixed. We got Jim Kelly, NFL legend, coming on the show. We got a bare knuckle fighter champion coming on the show. We have 2 UFC fighters coming on the show. Hopefully, I'll have Tito Ortiz coming on the show. We have other people coming on to the show. And because of the internet malfunction, we had to back those people up. So I appreciate you. Here's what I will leave you with as I sign off today. And it's really important to have this conversation. I 150% appreciate every single one of you, number one. Whether you are gay, straight, transgender, I love and appreciate all people. I got family members that are contributing to that same aspect of life that you and I may not understand, or maybe you do. But I will always show love to good people. That's what we need to be in this world. Charlie Kirk did a great job speaking to college campuses and very influential, and did a great job getting his point across. And I have no hate whatsoever to Charlie Kirk, and I don't think that he did a bad job. I think he actually did a good job. I think he made valid points. But I also know that in his events, he broke it down for people, and he was so direct. And guess what? In a debate, you have to be. And that's the problem. When you debate, you got to be direct. If you slow down and you take that person he was debating with, and you brought him to the side, they had a private conversation, he'd say, look, I don't think he wished any harm on these people. I think Charlie Kirk really wanted the best for people. And he was so influential. He got so big. And the magnitude of what he can do rose above a lot of people. And that put him in a very, very awkward position. And I think that's why the big stage put him in a seat in which he's a big Trump supporter, right? And he was pushing that way. And then you have a whole bunch of Democrats that don't like him now. You got college students that didn't like him. And to show up on those campus, he had only big balls, but he gave people a voice. And I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with the fact that, and let me pull that up while I say this, because I want people to see this lower third here on the screen. Charlie Kirk gave people a voice that you might not have had. And on those college campuses, even though those kids might have been young, you might call them kids, they're actually adults, right? Once you're 18, you got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. They could be in grad school. Who knows how old they are? I've seen people on the mic that were much older than that, okay? And he gave those people a voice that they would have never had. And because of that, I respect him debating and taking that microphone like this and putting it down and say, go ahead, you speak. And they would talk. And then he picked the mic up and he'd speak. And the fact that he didn't hold it to his mouth the whole time and he put the mic down showed that he wanted them to talk. And when they did talk, he debated them. And when he won, they were upset about it. And I'm not saying that he was, he's not saying that he said everything perfectly. But what I am saying is he gave them a voice and then he used his voice to be influential. Excuse me. And as he was influential, you built a lot of enemies. He wasn't out hurting people, stabbing people, killing people, robbing people. He was out doing what he thought was great. So I'll leave you guys with that. I hope you guys take it for what it's worth. Was he a racist? We had that conversation. I don't think so. I think he said we were all the same. And I got that clip right here. And I would tell you if I thought so. And I'll give you this clip before we sign off today to take a look at how he thought we have all the same DNA.
One thing that white people and black people have different biologically.
Don't change the question of this. Like DNA-wise, we are different.
No, we're not. That's a lie. It has been disproven. Front page of National Geographic 6 months ago. Racism created by society. If you look at DNA independently in a science laboratory, they cannot distinguish between a black person or a white person if they look at just the DNA, because the only difference is the melanin. It has been disproven. Race is a social construct that
So if you watch that clip, he said, look, race is a social construct. This is people creating racism. And let me tell you something. If he was in fact racist, he would get on there and he'd say, we are different inside and out. And we are unique inside and out. But our DNA doesn't tell you if you're a white or black person. Your skin does. Your melanin, the color of your skin tells you what you are. But when you take that skin off, what he said on there is you can't tell a white person from a black person. How great is that? That's an amazing gift to understand, because that means that we are all the same, realistically. And him explaining that goes to show you that he's like, look, we're the same. I don't think racist people wake up every day and say they're the same. I don't think white racist people wake up and say, hey, black people are the same. And I don't think black people wake up and say, hey, we're the same. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it. And I just feel that not everybody's going to like everybody. And unfortunately, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He leaves 2 beautiful children behind, leaves his wife behind, 31 years old. A lot of life ahead of him, has proven so many things over the last, 15 years, has traveled all over the world. And I think he was exposing certain things that I pulled up on the screen here that I will show you before we sign off. Maybe this was it. But it's sad. And again, people watching right now in the building right now, I appreciate you. And I'm sorry that I was buffering today. We get thousands of people in our live streams every day. We do sports entertainment. We cover it up. We do live games here. We do everything. Don't join this for Charlie Kirk. Don't join this for politics. Join this show because you're interested in all topics. We bring them here. We got live guests, live interviews coming. We're fixing the compound. You guys are going to love it. I greatly appreciate you joining our show today. If you subscribe today, thank you. If you're a subscriber of the show, thank you. One more time, if you're a subscriber of the show, put S in the chat, please. All you beautiful people that stayed here through the end, through all the bullshit of the buffering and the internet disconnections and all the crazy shit today, because it's going to be like this week as they're fixing shit in the building. You guys are the reason why we do this, and without you, there is no show. 1,000%. So I thank all of you for joining our show today, and we'll be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We have a lot going on, and yes, we have a transgender that will be calling into the show. If the internet is working properly, we're going to have that set up. I'm looking forward to having that. We are only 33 subscribers away from 72,000. If you're watching this show right now, I'm closing the show out in 15 seconds. If you're watching, I want to see your name pop up on the screen as a new subscriber. I greatly appreciate you. I see all the names right here popping up that are subscribing to the show right now and people that are smacking the like button. Thank you. Join right now. You're going to love what we're doing here. And again, I apologize for how the internet was on today. It was a shithole storm, and tons of people were coming into the show, and it would not hold all those people in here. I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I appreciate you, and I will see everyone on here at actually 9:55. And I will tell everyone that's new to the show today, that's new. If we have 100 people tomorrow before the show starts a countdown, I will be giving out money as soon as the show starts. Why? You guys support me, I'm supporting you. The show starts at 10, the countdown. If we have 100 people in the show before the countdown starts, I will be selecting random people from the chat to walk away tomorrow with some money. And yes, we have a wheel that we spin on our show all the time. That's all coming back to give back to the beautiful people that are a part of what we do. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see every one of you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Remember to like and subscribe and enjoy your day and be safe. Let me close these polls out while you guys are sitting here, because I know people said, close those freaking polls out. 57% of people said that it was a Democrat, that he's a Democrat shooter. You're going to see the logo in a second. Refresh your screens. Leave a message on this video. All love to you. If you have social media, if you have Instagram, if you got Facebook, if you have TikTok, add me right now, because I will follow you back. Go do that right now. I will follow you back. Have a great rest of your